piecing together the information that we have with us. First of all, this is the flight involved in this tragic plane.
So that was an Ahmedabad to London flight, Air India, and about 242 passengers were on board. But Samir Dixit is now joining us to fill us in with some more details on this plane crash. Samir, over to you.
So that's the tragic accident that happened with Air India. Air India flight that was supposed to take off from Ahmedabad airport. It was scheduling for London airport, Gatwick airport. And what we are picking up from our sources that immediately after the takeoff, the flight crashed near to Ahmedabad. The specific area that I'm told is Mehani Nagar. And over there, this particular aircraft crashed. The tragic part is that sources have informed that on board the aircraft, there are 200 plus passengers. And in addition to this, what I'm also getting to know, this is Air India 171, AI171 flight. This was supposedly a Dreamliner aircraft, which is basically a wide-body aircraft that was to operate on long-distance route. But immediately after the takeoff, the flight crashed, and now the entire exercise or the focus is to rescue the passengers, those who were on board the aircraft. More than 200 passengers on board the aircraft. So far, what is the casualty or how many passengers have been impacted? The official statement we are awaiting from the government agency or even from the airline. But so far what we are getting to know that this was an Air India flight that was supposed to take off from Ahmedabad to London airport, and immediately after the takeoff this flight crashed. Now what is the reason behind the crash? That might be ascertained a bit later on. But primary focus of the government agencies of the local administration is to get out the passengers from the danger area. And if you can see the visuals, the flames that are coming out, the huge flames that are coming out, that speaks the volume of this tragic accident. As of now, airline, Air India, has yet not issued any statement regarding the number of passengers, the cabin crew on board, or even what is the primary reason behind the accident. So what we understand that the whole focus of the local administration, the state department, is to get the passengers out from this tragic incident to reduce the impact, and also the Civil Aviation Ministry is also keeping a watch. They are in coordination with the airline as well as with the state government so as to get the actual status, and if any help is required, if any assistance is required, that will be provided. But as of now, if you see, that's a major accident with Air India flight, Ahmedabad to London flight that crashed immediately after the takeoff near Ahmedabad. And the more worry part is that 200 plus passengers were on board this wide-body aircraft.
42 passengers were on board. But Samir, stay on with us. You did tell us that Air India has not released any official confirmation or any release on this. But any other confirmation that you're getting from other officials, the Ahmedabad police?
So Air India has yet not given this statement or kind of a details that this was particularly operating for which airport, from Ahmedabad to particularly which airport. If you see, there are multiple news that are coming in that this was operating to Gatwick airport, this was operating to Birmingham airport, but specifically the flight, the details of the flight, it has yet not been shared by Air India. But that is for sure that Air India 171, that's a wide-body aircraft, a long-distance flight to be operated on an international route, was it did the takeoff from Ahmedabad airport, and immediately after the takeoff, it crashed. And as of now, the entire focus is to get the passengers who were on board the aircraft out from this particular scene, so that the impact can be minimized. But definitely, if you see the pictures or the videos, that speaks the magnitude of this accident. And if you see, that also raises questions related to the safety. But what is the reason for the accident? That will be shared. I mean, the specifics will be done after a detailed investigation. The primary reason has to be find out, and what we are picking up from our sources that Aviation Ministry or might be the airline, Air India, might give some sort of details in a short while. But as of now, the local administration or even the state government is focusing to get the passengers out from the scene. But 200 plus passengers on board the aircraft is most worry part for each of the stakeholders involved, whether it be state government, the local administration, or even the airline or the aviation ministry. We are also getting to know that the Prime Minister Office, PMO, has taken the report from the Civil Aviation Ministry. PMO is in touch with the Civil Aviation Ministry and is trying to get all the details regarding this accident.
Thanks so much for joining us with all those details. And Union Home Minister Amit Shah has also spoken to Gujarat Chief Minister, and they've assured of any possible help in this particular case. So that's a developing story. We'll try and get in more details on that. But for now, it's a wrap on this edition of the show. Don't go anywhere. Closing trades coming up next.